Hello, everybody. Whoa, I'm way up there. There's my feed. Hi. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh. Is it in the blend file, Callista? Because I've got the blend file right here. I have the blend file right here. Yes. By the way, guys, really quick, before I get going too much today, I think I'll show the Blue Sky version. Actually, I'm not logged into Blue Sky right now, so I can't. I'll show the Twitter version. And it's in Discord too. But Azo just finished a huge fursuit project. Let's see if I can bring it up over here. So check this out. Yes, fat model. I think it's a pleasing shape. I think this shape will make people happy. It makes me happy. Anyways, Azo just finished a brilliantly colored partial. I took the pictures. Loving the chunky fish, yeah. The camera actually did a really good job of showing off how the color kind of pops. This red is awesome. So, if you're interested in this partial, Azo just finished it last night, I think, and we're selling it for money. Azo has been poking away at this partial, I think, for like 5 years or something. It's been like a side project for a long time, 6 or 7 years. But you know what? I pressured you to finish it. I was like, Azo, you gotta finish that suit, especially right now while you have less classes. I was like, come on, because you were all like, I don't know what to do today, and I was like, why don't you finish this suit? And then you did. Okay, it sounds like Callista is gonna send me a slightly updated version of the Feyrin, so I'm just waiting on that. Were there any more pictures? The birds can hear me streaming. Are they in Discord? Let me see if I can find them. I think that's pretty much it. The portrait, can you give me the portrait ones? I don't know what Dosh thought. I don't know what that is, Baz. Let's stay on topic a little bit. What, like on Telegram? I think I mostly want the portrait ones because I haven't gotten to show those off yet. Look at that. Look at the color. Yeah, the red really pops out. Like, the red is fast. No, it seems saturated, but the red really pops out even with my eyeballs in real life. Like, it really pops. kind of in the way. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see if I've got the updated files. File update coming in. Callista sent me an updated blender.file.com. I'm going to put this with the other one. All right, there it is. Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. So if you've been hanging out with us in VR, you've probably seen this model already. Hi Catron, welcome. Oh, also I noticed, I should have said it earlier, but Phoenix resubbed with the tier 2 sub while I was still in the starting screen. Thank you so much for the resub. So, I might pull up one of my old models as a reference. Let me see here. Might be it. I have to reference my own work sometimes, especially if it's been a long time. This isn't the right one. Here we go. This is the male Storka. Actually, the one I have in Wordo is slightly different because it has different legs, but this is the male Storka, and it becomes plump, big round. So I'll be referencing the male Storka when I make the Feyrin fat. Am I winning? We'll see. We'll see if we're winning today. We're gonna make a big fat, a big chubby guy, big chubby fella, big friendly fella. I think they're asking about the mode. You mean the Feyrin? This is the Feyrin. I am going to be tweaking some things, and then I will be adding Ethyriel's fat framework to the project. That's exactly right. You know what? Usually I get Ethyriel to do it for me, Darius. I'll be doing it myself today, and hopefully it works. Hopefully I'm smart enough. I am goated, Callista, although I am gonna be looking at some things about the model, cause let's take, for example, are we on, where's the FBX in here? I am a knower of many things. I have not released my own model from scratch yet, but I have worked on probably hundreds of furry models at this point. Actually, not counting model edits for myself. Let me just bring up my commissions. My first commission was June 2022. All of these on the left are completed commissions. So I have not released my own model from scratch yet, but I have worked on all of these, plus stuff for myself, plus some things that aren't even on here, plus some generic edits. Yeah. Do you guys want to see something else frightening? Wow, that's all of them. I'll show you what my Gumroad looks like. My Gumroad library. If anybody ever says I don't support 3D artists, I have something to show you. Behold, all of the assets I've ever bought. Hold on, I need to put it on only the right side because I'm too fat. These are all the things I've ever bought. Now, okay, some of these are free, but and this doesn't even include Booth and Jinxie, which some things I've bought on Booth and Jinxie, and I own at least one thing on PayHip. So if anybody ever says that I don't support 3D artists, well, it's like the diaper scene from SpongeBob. They're like, I have supported every 3D artist. Like, is that? Oh, it stopped. It froze. There's more, but it's frozen. It's frozen. It's trying to. I can't load them all. I can't load them all. It's frozen. There's more, but it won't let me keep scrolling. Okay, we got it. Yeah, it just keeps going. Wait, that might be the end, actually. Okay, that's the end. Because I ordered them by updated. But that's still like a metric frick ton of models. It is the animated thumbnails, you're right. The animated thumbnails are probably taking over. Okay, enough procrastinating. It's time to get to work. Callista, I ended up not getting any of the outfits for the Feyrin because I didn't know if I would be able to do it today and I couldn't decide which one. Most used? Ooh. For a while it was the Mayu. Right now, the Lumastera has probably gotten the most use, but that's not on Gumroad because the person who makes the Lumastera is like from Russia or something. So they're on Boosty. I bought that one with Boosty, so it's not even on here. The Lumastera and the Mayu were probably my most used. And then after that, I'm kind of leaning on the Maelstrom right now. The Maelstrom is my current arc at the moment. And then the most popular one is the XP. They love the XP Neo. But today, let's make the model fat. My Jinxie library has a few more avatars on it, but you guys could just take my word for it. The point is, I have worked on a lot of characters. I have worked on a lot of characters. Show off the tail. Oh, on the Feyrin. Oh, okay. Obviously, I should have known. I should have known. Well, here it is. Actually, it looks blended almost perfectly. Oh, there was one thing I was gonna look at here on the FBX. I might use your model for an experiment. Okay, looks like you're on Legacy, blend shape normals. I might do something evil. Cause you made this in the new Blender, didn't you, Callista? Did you make this in the new Blender? In the new Blender, you could be evil. I don't know if it'll work though. In 4.3? Okay, then never mind. It won't work. Never mind. Yeah, it won't work. So, when I edit this in Blender 5.1, there will be blend shape normal data in the FBX that will make this look kind of good, but it does increase the data size of the avatar. Yeah, I can actually prove it right now, but we're gonna learn some things. First of all, let me look at your export settings. Oh my god. Grok GPT, can you summarize this to me in one word? It's okay, I can do it. I don't need meth to get through this. I can do it. I can do it, I just have to believe. Alright. Wow. We have to turn on one of the tails, I guess. By the way, when I say Grok GPT, I'm not actually using AI. I'm making fun of people who use AI. Okay? It's a joke. It's a joke! Put your pitchforks down. Are we supposed to turn on the objects we want? Okay, we merge. So does that mean the one in the scene has only one set? Dragon tail, unicorn tail. Okay, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do 1 through 5 and both tails. We're gonna do something. We're gonna learn. We're gonna do it. See, I could be wrong though, Callista. I could be wrong about this. Maybe I fixed that, Callista. Maybe, but I'm not gonna promise anything. All I will promise is that I will play with the model, and then something might happen. Things could happen, good things or bad things. I will only promise that things will happen. Okay. Apply, FBX all. And probably no modifiers, right? Probably? Oh, no modifiers, no leaf bones? Or are leaf bones on? I can see if leaf bones are on in the, Jarvis, show me the armature. Okay, that looks like leaf bones. Leave me alone! Okay, these are leaf bones. Yeah, you're a leaf bone user, okay. There are only two genders, leaf bone users and non-leaf bone users. So we leave the leaf bones on this one. It is based on that. It's kind of like the rehash of that model, made by the same person, Demented. You have big modifier in here? Is big modifier happening? You do not have big modifier, okay. Alright. Making sure I'm on the basis. See, I'm either going to blow your mind and impress you all within the first 27 minutes of this stream, or I'm going to look like I have no idea what I'm talking about. $500 cigarettes. Aha! There it is, baby. There it is, baby. Hey? Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at the look. Before and after. So check this out. Check this out. See, that's the difference. This is the difference. See, Callista, this is the difference. Blender 5. Blender 5. Blender 5, go bird. Now I should mark that the difference, let's like put it on legacy. Let's be thorough. Legacy mode. So here's what it looks like with legacy mode. So you'll notice, it might be hard to see with my stream, but we'll just do this. See how the shading is like a little different? It makes a really big difference on very large blend shapes and boobs and muscles. However, I'm pretty sure that doing this will it might I need to put pumpkin tools back in my Alcom. It might make the avatar bigger, and I don't know for a fact if VR chat likes this option. However, in VTuber land, you can do it for sure. So I know for sure you can do it in Wordo, but for VR chat, it's kind of... Hold on a sec. Okay. So, let's take a look here. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Is there a way to see the total size of the model in data? So there's triangles, probably because of the extra horns and extra tail and stuff. Skin mesh renderers is fine, Fizzbone is fine, material slots is fine. Okay, I thought it would give me a warning about the blend shape data, but it did not. So there you go, blend shape data OP, Blender 5. I guess that just means it probably works. I'll take a picture of this for reference. Might be easier if I move the light, actually. It might already be strong. I'm not getting any light. Where's the light? Okay, whatever. Taking a peek! I want to do one more test, just to be certain, and then we will continue to the actual work. Oh, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hide all this stuff and see if I get a better performance rating. All right. Triangles, 95. I guess there's still a lot of tries on this model. That's okay though, I don't care. I think that kind of stuff only matters for mobile users or big party instances. I'm not really an optimization guru. The only thing I wanted to know is if it gives a warning for legacy blend shape data. Material slots 19? Really? There are really 19 material slots? I only see 4. Yeah, you know what? I removed them, but they're probably still in the prefab. It might be referencing them in the prefab. Whatever. The point is, I'm pretty sure you can use a blend shape data import now. I think. But we'll be double sure later. I'm going to do something. Just gonna like restart. Is this the amount by default? Or did I fix something up? Because this one has all the customs, right? So people can test them out and stuff. Let me check. Oh, the tail is VRC Fury. Oh. So does that mean the tailbones get added on? I don't have the VRC limb scaling system. I guess I'll have to get that. Yeah, okay. I've never seen a tail that goes on with VRC Fury before. Okay, I think I know what to do. I might need the repository for avatar limb scaling. But we'll just get into the Blender work. I've dilly-dallied long enough. I don't know. I guess so. I think it's because most of the avatars I use don't have swappable tails. So I haven't run into swappable tails yet. This is not a commission. I'm doing this partially for fun, partially for me, and partially to sell as like an edit. Because I sell the like, you know, the fat edits on my Ko-fi and Gumroad and stuff. So it's partially for money and partially just because I think it's a neat project. We're gonna make them look like this. The big wad of bubblegum. And then I'll figure out how to import it into Blender. That's incredible. That's awesome. That's amazing. You know what? Did you bake the normals for this model? Okay, Azo, be safe. How does that work? Feet, how do they work? It is the correct topology, probably. Although, admittedly, I'm not especially good at topology. That's definitely one of my weak zones. I need to take note of this for later. These blend shapes I am gonna need to know for later. I'm thinking I have to plan how I want to do this. because every model is different. What I might do is I might separate the fluff and then add it back on. Because fluff doesn't get fatter, okay? So instead of getting fatter, the fluff actually just spreads out. But like hair and fur don't have, not cellulose, what is it? Liptids? Whatever. They don't get fat. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, I also want to unhide the armature. I want to see how this is weighted. The lawnmower noises outside are sort of driving away my concentration. Hi, Scram! I've been sort of watching the updates with you in your app. Does the AR kit for the Azalea work for VRCFT? If you put the right prefab into it, yes, it will work. However, the Azalea scene has many complex versions inside of it, and I don't really care to deal with sorting that all out. I'm probably gonna keep the bones the same. I don't think I have to make any new bones. The belly bone is already probably good enough. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to use L, and I am going to separate the character from its fluff. And then I'll add it back on. And I'll do the tail separate. This is a pretty good shape though, so I might start with this shape and then work on top of it. That is what I would make, but I want to go bigger. I want to go bigger mostly because everyone's always asking me for bigger, you know? Could be like out here, you know? What's your question, soldier? I have a question. How long can I keep teleporting bread? The lawnmower noises outside are driving me insane. Oh my god. Is there a difference between a Prime sub and a normal sub? You have to manually renew normal subs or Prime subs. They don't automatically renew every month. But for me, it's the same. So I get supported the same amount financially from a Prime sub as a normal sub. Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime and you aren't using it to support a streamer, you're basically wasting money. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to Twitch for free to get Twitch Prime, and then you can get one free sub on someone's channel every month. But you have to do it manually, you can't do it automatically. Do they? I think it doesn't matter if you give it to... Does that really make a difference? Huh. Oh, that would be super awesome, Scram. I'm actually thinking about making a, do you know what VGen is? When I get through all my current commissions, I want to make a VGen so I can take more. Yeah. I haven't set up my VGen yet though, but yes. How has my day been? Well, I used the Stairmaster at the gym this morning with Azo. Azo actually accompanied me to the gym, so we got to have time together at the gym. And then we came back and I helped her get photos of her new fursuit. And now I'm streaming. We also had lunch. Azo made sandwich. Azo has her own personal suit, and she just made a partial to sell, and she's commissioning a suit all at the same time. I know that's a lot. It's kind of a few things. She's doing two, one for sale and one for a commission, but after that I don't know if she's... It sounds like she's not really interested in pursuing fursuit making like in the long run. So I think it'll be rare for Azo to take on fursuit commissions unless something big changes. The partial that Azo made recently cost $1,700. think I have to pull this thing out more. This is masking, yeah. So, like, they notice how it's stuck. It's on purpose, because I'm trying to bring the belly forward, but not the thighs. So I'm trying to bring the belly forward and down a little bit. Gotta get the shape exactly right. How do I do that? Control Shift right click in sculpt mode. You can use Control I to invert it and Alt M to remove it. I've actually done a tutorial on my Patreon, which I think you are a Patreon, of how to edit fat furries, where I use that tool. Yeah. I don't know, I think this shape might be like a little too much. Ooh, the Feyrin is a lot taller. Okay. I'm bringing in the male Storka to look at as an example. Okay, the belly could be forward a little bit more. Especially because they're taller. On the thighs could be bigger. What we're listening to right now is this. Donkey Kong Country Deep House and Vaporwave mixed Gangplank Galley. Narvi says beep beep. I think tails should be connected, but this character has swappable tails. I think that when the UV is disconnected, it doesn't look as satisfying, but most people don't feel that the same way I do. Why is Donkey Kong in such a suggestive pose? I don't know. Hi, Satisfactory. I just realized I never really gave the Maelstrom like good love handles. Maybe these are too exaggerated. It's blend shapes, Halo Banshee. I think I'm in the way of the blend shapes, so I'll move over here. It's blend shapes, so like over here, there are all these numbers. I control it all with blend shapes. You could still learn coding. You're never too old to do anything. Alright, let's bring the thighs forward a little bit. Let's enhance these thighs. This is gonna be one of the bigger ones I've ever made. Sealder, are you looking forward to Evo? Sealder, can you train me so I'm good at Evo? Can you put me into the grind? Dude, you need to iron me out, dude. I suck. Help me be good at Evo so I don't embarrass myself. Could help a little bit. I haven't been playing very many video games lately. I've been so busy. I mean, not counting stuff I play for stream, but that's different. It's going good, I think. Every model is different, so I have to kind of work with their body a little bit. I decided to go to EVO instead of Furry Convention this year. Made a choice. I was like, FWA, had enough FWA. But I had a unique opportunity where going to EVO is actually cheaper for me than going to a furry convention. So that's what we're doing. Now, I do think the male Storka kind of has stockier legs by default, so I don't know how much bigger I can go here. It looks pretty good, though. I think it needs to be rounded on the bottom. Downright portly. Guys, when does the Steam frame come out? Alright, what do you guys think of this shape? Actually, I could do some more on the upper body. We have to fill out the neck and the face a little bit. Just a little. Don't want to go too crazy. I kind of noticed that they sort of already did it, so I don't need to go too much. I don't usually run that kind of thing, Vexra, but it was really fun on the Moonfang a little bit, kinda. It's like interesting, but I don't run it all like by default. hi, Philip. Philip, Kelp. How's it looking so far? Will the face round out a bit? It already does. See? I could make the cheeks have a little more mass, perhaps. Maybe a little. I don't want to go too crazy with the face because there's a ton of face blend shapes and it kind of pours over. Now we have to do the fluff and the tail. So... where is the fluff? I don't know where the fluff is. Did I delete it? Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Probably in edit mode. Oh, I see. This is already massive! It gets to a point, Butterscotch, it gets to a point. If you make it any more bigger, it becomes like impossible to rig with clothes and the fluff and the customizations and stuff, you know? If it fits the model, I could do it, Halo, but honestly, the biggest I ever want to be on my stream is about as big as my male Storka gets. Any bigger than that, and it's kind of, in my mind, it's excessive. Thanks for the follow, Ghoulish Toothy. Well, you can make a ball. That you can use a shader or something weird to make a ball, so like that's different. Okay, I think I just have to do the arms and the tail. Okay, Halo, have a good day at work.
Doing a stretch, wow.
Are you guys enjoying this shape? Is it good? I hope so. Yeah, that's next. The tail, I will work on the tails on their own. I'm just gonna leave that the same. Alright, now the tail. I'm gonna save what I have so far. Woo! Yes, it has hooves. I have to work on both tails. Mm-hmm. I don't really want to go too crazy on the tail because it makes it complicated, but I'll just make it a little stockier. That's true, fish preferred. Okay, Philip, I'll see you next time. This tail, I might... I'll make it a little fatter, but... kinda don't want to get things too complicated. Probably good. All right. Think that's correct. Now I could fine-tune the shape a little bit. get a snack. I'm gonna get a snack really quick. Well,
While I think about this shape.
I needed a hot dog. Alright, JK, welcome. Me too. Whoa. I need to get up for a snack. Okay, I have to make a few more blend shapes. What's up? Hi, Loco Bro. I wish I had a Diet Coke right now. That would like hit the spot. Like perfect. Welcome, Sfar. Hi, Loco-Roo. Welcome. Hi, Tycade. Yeah, Blender stream. Yep. We're almost there. Thanks for the follow. Just about done with the blend shapes here. All right, that's it. Whoops, misclick. Oops. Oh, no, that's okay. Okay. That's it. I think I got it. Now we can bring it into Unity, probably. Okay, I'm trying to think like how I want to export this because it looks like the one in the default scene comes with everything. I also need avatar limb scaling, so let me look up what that is. Probably safe. Making fat furry smoothies. If there was a smoothie that turned me into a male Storka, I ended up a little bigger because of it, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, yeah, okay. That seems about right. I need one more thing, actually. I imported limb controller. Did I not do that? No, I didn't. Oops, missed that one. There we go. It do a walkie, doing a step. My chair is kind of noisy. Okay, yeah, all the antlers are on here. Okay, I see the plating is only on. Okay, I might have to move the plating, or it might not work with the plating. Does the plating get absorbed a little bit? Only a little. Yes, the hooves. Okay, it looks like you're not supposed to export the FBX with all the stuff on. So I might export the tail separately because it looks like the tail is a separate mesh. Backing these up. So it looks like we have to export the body and the tail separate. That's gonna be complicated to patch for. Actually, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. Oh well, that's a problem for future me. Not me right now. Maybe. Future me is gonna pay for that. Okay, let's overwrite the tail next. I hope this works. I don't really know. I've never had to override a tail before. I'm guessing the tail has its own stuff. This probably works. It did. Wow, it worked the first try. Lucky me. Let's see if it walks. Ah, yeah. Powerful. Time for Twitter.com.
Stretchy time. Wow.
I only had to do... I don't know, I've become faster and faster at Blender. I don't know what to say. But we're not done yet. We have some Unity work ahead of us. I want to check something before we keep going. Ah, yes, the plating. I have to do the plating. Is the plating a different FBX? I don't know if the plating is like a different model. The plating is the same mesh. Okay. Let's get the plates. I'm guessing it comes on with a blend shape. Yep. Okay. I think they only need a small adjustment. fat. We're just gonna move them up a little and then that's probably correct. Okay. Might move that last one. Well, no, it kind of just does that. I can just lower it a little bit, though. Yeah, that's about right. And then I'll do the other one. Making some little adjustments here, fine details. Okay, gotta do the feet. Okay, let's go back to the other ones. On the back? Oh my god, duh. Ooh, yeah, that would have been... I would have forgotten about those. I decided this would be a good sub goal for my community, Dante, and a few people are interested in it. Alright, let's get the back now. Oh yeah, the back is very fat. Oh man. The plates splaying out a little bit is a really good touch. Oh yeah. Okay, I think I got them. So the plates now move correctly. Fantastic. A lot of moving parts on this character. Let's bring that adjustment into the FBX. Importing. What am I working on? Making a fat Kirin, Feyrin, unicorn, dragon thing. What? Oh. I forgot the armature. Whoopsie.
Yeah, can I get my Feyrin boneless?
Where's my blend shape? Where'd it go? What? Where are my blend shapes? Oh, does it? Does Vera see Fury cull blend shapes that are unused? Oh man, that's such a troll function. Okay, that might be happening. Yep. There we go. Now the plates are on. Yay! Whiskers not moving? Ew, are they supposed to have a special armature? Did I mess something up? I haven't changed any bones, so I don't know why that would happen. But you're right, the whiskers stopped moving. They don't have physics. The root transform is missing. I know what happened. It's because I imported the armature bad and it destroyed all the fizz bones, but I think I fixed it. This will fix it. There you go. Iconic. The only thing I'm not enjoying is that the blend normal for the fluff moves. I wonder if it did that on the other shape. The fluff kind of loses its normal blend with the blend shape. That makes me a little sad. Not sure what to do about that. I don't know if anybody would notice besides me, but like normally it's like blended perfectly. But when it's fat, it loses the blend. And it's more noticeable if I use import blend shapes. You know what? Sonic Silver, the walk animation is kind of just for testing. I don't really... It's not for me to configure and mess around with. I don't really care about it in that way. It's just a generic test animation. I wonder if the fluff is a toggle. Yes. Okay, it is a toggle, that's why. It probably turns on and off with the blend shape. Well, without the fluff, it's quite good. Pretty good. I'm just wondering if I can blend the normal on the hips better. Besides that, it's like perfect. I have to do some of the controls now. I might have a prefab for it. We'll see how much work the prefab does for me, because I haven't actually installed the version of the prefab from Gumroad. I usually have Ethyriel help me with this. So let's take a look at what it does. thanks for the follow. I wonder if this thing comes with a readme.
Hi, this is the general installation guide for the Fatty framework. Before we do anything else, be sure to
Watching
back up your
tutorial
project.
now.
Things will probably be fine, but in the low chance that something goes wrong or you need to
I just
restore
realized I
from
didn't have face
backup,
tracking on for a
you
long
will thank
time.
yourself
Whoops.
for having this. It's always good to do before installing anything new.
The next thing you need to do is ensure that VRC Fury is installed in your project, as it is needed for the installation of the framework.
The next thing to
10
do is to
babies.
import the framework.
How many
Click and
babies
drag
could
the
you have
DB
in that amount of
package
time, Nagood?
into your assets, click import, and then wait a little bit. You should now have a folder called Fatty Framework.
Or for newer versions, your folder will instead be Ethyriel assets. Contained within is the Fat Framework. The name Fat Framework and Fatty Framework is interchangeable and is merely a version difference. So, if I ever say Fatty Framework and you instead have a folder named Fat Framework,
How many
the
babies
same
could you make in 90
Double click
streams?
that folder to open it.
Me too.
Find the folder labeled VRC Fury, and click and drag that prefab onto the avatar in the hierarchy. Like so.
if you are installing the framework from MetaQuest, most of your installation steps are exactly the same. The sole exception to this is, at the very end, once you've finished setting up everything else, you'll just need to go ahead and click this auto fix button before uploading. Everything else should just work.
Now with the framework on the avatar, click on the framework, expand the drop down right here, and expand.
contact. Okay. Okay. Ooh.
And the FF contacts drop down as well until you have this object called Fatty Framework. This object is the actual contacts which control things like eating, so you'll want to make sure that these are positioned
Oh, it might have already found the mouth. Oh. It might have already found it. Okay.
on top of your avatar's mouth/maw area. With the objects selected in the hierarchy, you can press W to move them around, or press R to get these nodes that allow you to resize them. Like so. This looks about right. Let me make it slightly bigger. Cool. With that finished, in your VRChat Creator Companion, if not already installed, go ahead and install the Gesture Manager. In essence, Gesture Manager allows us to test our avatars more easily within Unity. Up here, click Tools, Gesture Manager Emulator. It'll add a new object to your hierarchy. And now if we click Play up here, to enter play mode, and then click on this object.
Oh, Ethyriel's
You'll
in
notice
chat.
that we
I'm just
have
watching
the same
your
expressions menu.
I'm watching your tutorial right now.
What we need to do.
Yeah, the gizmos. I was wondering, like, where is the gizmo? Oh, here they are. So, like, obviously this should go like here, right? And then was it? Oh. I'm trying to see what to do next.
Is we need to find the parameter that controls the fat blend shape which you want to control. Under expressions, find whatever slider it is that controls that fat blend shape. In this case, I want to control the chubby blend shape.
I might have to make a control. It seems like I have to make some of the controls myself, right? Unless you're gonna send me a prefab. It's a prefab! Oh, yeah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's see how much of this is already working. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Wow. Incredible. Awesome sauce. Ooh, and oh wait, did the contacts for the squish shapes already get set up? Incredible. Yes. I might feel like I'm getting top and bottom, but not middle. Unless I didn't make the middle shape. Middle is not appearing. Did I spell middle wrong? I might have spelled the word middle wrong. Belly squish middle, or is it center? Would center or middle? Jarvis, tell me if it's center or middle. My last avatar was middle. I can just edit the prefab.
You will need to press it in them manually.
Yeah, here's the center. Okay, I'm just gonna change that to say middle. I know some things sometimes. Yep, and we'll probably move them around a little bit. Okay, that should be pretty good. Now for the fizz bone, we have to plug this in manually, I think. So we'll just turn off that one. There we go. Oh yeah. What's up, Maxie? Thanks for the resub. go to animations.
You can't tell me what to do.
I'm just kidding. You can tell me what to do. Not sure the belly physics are triggering. Animations, go to... Do I have to edit this? Yep. I don't have the, I need that tool, the animation... Hold on. The animation repathing tool. Where is it? This is probably it. No need. I already got it.
Dude.
Uh-oh. Okay, we have to plug this in because the name is different. The end bone. Is it possible to reconnect this object? Edit animation. Robot frog music? It's Bomberman music. And then do we just go in here? Yeah, we could do a quick VC. I'm summoning Ethyriel. Okay. Alright. Oh, you've got your screen share on. Okay. Let me see here. If you're talking, by the way, I don't hear you. Might be me though.
No, that was
I
my
hear you
bad.
now.
Is it working? Is it working? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so what you'll need to do is with the manual animation repath, select the like the fat animation here in the hierarchy. Yep, and now you can change paths here.
Okay, we gotta put the wasn't it the end bone? Where is that? Here it is. Okay, now I can fix it. Right? I just need to put...
Yep, so now I just need to replace that with what the correct path
it's because
is.
this avatar uses leaf bones, so it's a little different. But I think I should just be able to replace it. It's belly underscore lowercase e. Like that. Does that fix it? Does that fix it? No, it still says missing.
Let's see. Armature, hips, belly base. Oh, it's not called belly base, it's just belly.
Oh, you're right.
So it's spine, belly, belly end.
Is there a way to just copy the whole
Or hip
path?
spine. Just try dragging and dropping it, maybe?
You're right. Okay, let's try it out.
But yes, this version of the prefab, the belly is very, very wobbly for some reason. I need to update that.
Well, do we have like an older project we could reference for good settings? Like my male Storka has good ones.
Yes,
I
I'll
could
grab
probably
that.
reference my male Storka
We'll
and
adjust that.
fine tune it because I think the male Storka had good settings.
Yeah, and I can also update the prefab as well, because it is very wobbly.
Make this guy walk. Actually, I'm not getting any motion. I think.
Did you assign? Let's see. Did we assign the root transform for the Fizbone?
Did I assign?
I don't think
yeah,
it's
but it's not
wobbling.
as crazy as you were saying it is. Are you sure this is the wobbly
maybe
one?
this is actually. Then it might actually be that I might have inputted the wrong version into my project, because yeah, that seems more normal instead of default
Let's move them
Fizbone
up and down.
Shangle physics.
Actually hard for me to grab the
Alright, so then the
arrow.
next thing you'll need to do is adjust the contact positions. Since with the way the prefab is set up, it has to
Actually,
be
the
done in the
Fizbone is
animation.
not controlling the belly at all. Or, yeah, it's like the Fizbone is moving, but the belly is not actually reacting to it. So something's not right. Should be plugged in.
If you just rotate the belly bone, does that correct the? Okay, yes, that does. And what about? I guess yeah, belly and then belly end. Yeah.
Unclear. Oh, wait. Maybe. No. I think this works.
The test sphere of wisdom.
I love test sphere. Hmm. Might be a scale issue.
The Fizbone preview looked fine, which makes me think it's probably not scaling.
Oh, it's bouncing.
Contacts.
It moves.
Oh, there's some wobble. Oh, it's actually just like a reasonable amount of wobble, though.
Maybe it just needs. It works. It's just kind of subtle. Okay, that's it. I could put the pastry system on now, right?
Yeah, well, let's double check to make sure the contacts are working, since I think the center contact still isn't responding. So go ahead and select the avatar in the hierarchy, go to animation, and select the underscore fat neo animation again. And go ahead and click red to record, since this is where the contact positions are baked.
Oh, I see. Do I need to drag those into the armature?
They're in the armature. This is, forgot about this as like a quirk of the bicycle pose.
Bicycle pose evil.
Let's see. I remember having a workaround for this, but I forget what.
Oh, but they move. They move forward and get bigger.
Okay, just making sure that they
Yeah,
line
no, that's
up.
right. I just had to adjust their positioning a
Yep.
little bit.
Okay, cool. Let's leave that as is then. And then the second thing to check is to make sure that it looked like only the parameter name for the center shape changed, not the actual animation path for center shape. So you'll have to drag and drop that onto the avatar in the hierarchy, and then we can repath it. So under project, dependencies, animations, belly squish animations.
Is that in the framework or in the chonky prefab?
No, still your Ritual Neo prefab. Dependencies, animations,
So complicated.
belly squish, and then the belly squish center. You'll need both 100 and 0. Yep. And go ahead and just drag and drop both of those onto the avatar in the hierarchy.
Okay.
Alright, and then go to animation. Select the avatar in the hierarchy. And this is the... You also need the 0, 1 as well, but these are the animations you'll need to repath.
Oh.
So I think animation repathing should now detect it, since it's on the avatar's effects controller. So try refreshing. Okay, I guess I'll have to edit it manually.
Wish I could see it.
Actually, the easiest way to do it is we can just manually re-record the frame because it's just a single
Yeah,
one.
right?
Yep, so select record, select the avatar's body mesh in the hierarchy. Or I should say the scene, sorry. Yep, and then just wiggle the slider.
Yeah, I know what to do. It basically set it to 0.
Yep. Yep, and then press A because I think it's a 2-frame animation.
Really? It's always been a 1-framer.
That's just one. Okay, we'll see if that is this then. And then same thing for the hundo.
$100. Yep.
Cool. And then the last thing is I make sure that the parameter name in the VRC theory object is matched with the original one. Since I think changing that would also cause some pathing to break in, it's probably easiest just to leave the old parameter name.
So in the prefab in here.
So that would be under dependencies, manual, neoparams, I think.
I did change it to middle here.
Yeah, I'll just leave it as center since the actual name of that parameter doesn't matter. It's mostly just making sure it lines up between the VRC theory object and the effects controller.
Okay, now let's test it.
Yep, let me just double check one other thing with how this prefab is set up.
Okay, Gex, have a good night. UK people have started to go to bed.
It is about that time.
Is it working?
Is the tummy squishy?
I think so.
Yep, it looks like the Fizzbone does just need a bit of tuning. But maybe it's just something with how it's rigged relative to the Moonfang, because on the Moonfang it's really
Middle
wobbly.
is triggering correctly.
Nice.
Okay. There is one question I had, but you probably
and
don't
so-
I need the fur. Notice how the fur normal looks really, really good, but then when I like expand the character, it kind of the import normal does not really work as good for this part. I don't know if you have any smart ideas for that, but that's okay if you don't.
No, I'm not as familiar with that, unfortunately. Yeah. You know, I see what you're talking about, though. Like
They
the
blended it
blending.
in probably with like a data transfer or something, but I'm guessing the data transfer doesn't take into account blend shapes.
Yeah, I think that'd be an Omatsu question.
All right, well, I'll ask.
Yeah.
I'll figure
One
it out.
other thing. While we're here looking at the blend shapes, is there a mouth open animation? Like a dedicated mouth open shape key?
There are many face tracking shapes. You could use jaw open or something.
Let's above the face tracking in the seams. See if there's a dedicated one.
Mouth agape. Dang, that's a good mouth. Mouth agape.
See, is there any other ones? Or is it just that?
Weird. Oh. That might be it. So there's the A, Visine,
Okay.
mouth agape.
We'll leave it without for now, but there is the option to add like the auto ma open with the fat framework, but it ideally uses a dedicated ma open blend shape since if something else is trying to control it, it can cause
Yeah, I'll
problems.
just
But we'll leave that
I'll
on
just
setup
use
for
my
now.
mouth manually. Let's put on the funny. Oh yeah.
The funny.
Let's see here. I've got it
In
right
theory,
here.
this one should just be, yep, just chuck it in.
Doop doop doopy doop doop doop. Okay. I'm guessing this is also a prefab thingy.
Yep. In theory, with the fat framework setup, the only thing you should need to do is positioning the targets. So that'd be under, yeah, Fierce Fury. Check that on there. Expand the pastry system in the hierarchy. Yep.
Oh, I see the palm target. Well, it looks like it's pretty good actually. Head target.
Yeah.
Is,
And then the head target.
Um.
Maybe move that slightly closer to the mouth, but then in theory that should just work.
Fantastic.
Which is the best kind of working.
Yay! Let's test it. It's lording.
To avoid needing to use the animation repathing, I might see about setting up a VRC Fury variant of, or I guess, a more heavily VRC Fury using version of your chonk edit prefab, with like using the VRC Fury components to drive blend shapes. I'm wondering if that would be easier. I'll experiment with it.
Okay. Hold on. I pushed the wrong button. Gesture manager. Asset toggle? Oh wow. What's the asset toggle do?
Just turn things on. So like asset toggle, then you can go to like the pastry summoning menu and see if they appear correctly there.
I might have accidentally turned the jaw on permanently. Whoops. That's okay though. It's fine.
Permanently agape. That's easy to fix later. I also wonder if that means there's nothing actually controlling it. So the mod open could be set up with that. Yep, so then go to pastry summoning menu. Yeah, you can ignore the ball of contacts. Yep, pastry picker.
It appeared in the hand, but I can't use the hand right now.
Then go to, you summon a pastry, we can actually do it this way. Summon a pastry with the pastry picker. Yep, and then go back to the pastry homing menu. In the bottom one there. Gesture manager text bug. Enable homing and then lock on to self, which is the button at the bottom there that is buried.
Oh no, the donut!
I do wonder when they're gonna fix that thing with the text. Because it looks fine in game, it just looks really wonky in gesture manager.
Oh, the cake! Oh, it's a red velvet cake! Oh! And it's a sugar cookie! Wow, a really big sugar cookie! And some chocolate cake! Is it working? I don't know if it's working. Probably working.
I think it's working.
So many options. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's working. Just the text is kind of goofy.
Cool.
That's basically it. It's all done. I'll show this off in VR chat tonight for our little meetup. But as for the stream, I think that's good. More? Spam more food? Okay. Let's just spawn a whole cake. You know, and then a plate of Jell-O. A Pop-Tart and a blueberry cheesecake. Incredible. I can't wait to show this to Callista later. They're gonna be like, oh my god, furries. Well, I think that's everything I need for tonight. Maybe I'll play Rivals of Ether until Azo gets home. It does make them fatter, so you can tell it's kind of gradual though. So you can see here, the whole system does control how fat they are. Right now they're like a 34% fatness. And it changes the physics and the collision as they get bigger and all kinds of stuff. It's a whole thing. Ethyriel and I worked together to design this system, but Ethyriel handled all of the heavy lifting of the controls, the prefabs, and the framework. And then they also, on top of that, made a pastry system and a food system to go with it. So when I was doing this by myself, I had a control system with physics and collision and rigging so that people could be as fat as they wanted manually. And then Ethyriel helped make that a lot better by doing their own fat framework. That's just basically, it's just better, and it all works with prefabs. Yes, heavy lifting, yes. Yes, the heavy lifting. So I did the blender. stuff and the basic version of the Unity controls, and then Ethyriel made it way, way better. And honestly, I should be doing way more fat edits, especially with all these incredible tools, but my ADHD has been driven elsewhere lately. Yes, Heavy, haha.
That's a mood.
Is there anything else I should do while I have you on the line here? That's kind of pretty much it. I have to figure out how to package this as a patcher, but that is a chore for future me, I suppose.
Yep, and probably also after a bit of testing to make sure that everything works as expected.
I'll be testing.
Oh yeah,
it
don't forget to
VR
fix
tonight.
Yeah. Actually, while we're here, we might as well get the MawOpen anim set up, especially if you're planning on releasing it as a patcher, since that is a feature that anyone without face tracking will probably want. So yeah, reset the...
What I could do is,
under the body
I
mesh,
have the
go and just
blender
reset the
open.
blend shape.
I could just make a mouth open shape really fast. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
What should it be called?
The name doesn't matter. We'll have to manually path it anyways. I can see what the default is, but I don't remember. I always remember changing it.
That's okay. We'll just call it Hungry Mouth. So we'll copy the mouth shape. Nom nom shape. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, I have made a new shape called Hungry Mouth. Ooh, I noticed that moved some stuff slightly, but it's probably fine. The Hungry Mouth shape is here. Now, do I just plug that into one of these prefabs?
Yep. So you'll need to go to Ethereal Assets, Fat Framework Dependencies, Animations. In the Assets area. And go ahead and select both the MawClosed and MawOpen animations and chuck them onto the avatar in the hierarchy. Then select Avatar in the hierarchy, go to Animations, and find MawClosed, which should just be like animating the blend shape closed, and MawOpen is the opposite.
I wish they would show up in here.
It's probably easiest just to drag and drop it manually. I think because it's not used in the controller, that might be why it's not showing up.
Can I just drag it in here?
It's easiest just to, on the right in the inspector, just to wiggle the slider to set it up again that way. Because it is, both keyframes are identical. Yep.
Yeah, that was so high.
Alright, let's see if that works.
Press
Should.
play. Personal
Hopefully.
model or commission? I'll be using it for fun, and also I plan on selling this as a patcher package for people who own the Feyrin. It works! The mouth is... Oh, there it goes! It's eating the food! Wow! We did it, Ethyriel.
We have technology.
Or something. Incredible.
Now the last question is, do you plan to set up the sounds?
Yes. I do plan on setting up the sounds. Are they part of this package, or do I need to import them?
They're all a part of the same package.
Although I do notice, it's probably because I have the camera far away. Where's the camera?
I think it's the default position, which is like
We're not hearing anything
very
with the camera,
far.
so... noises! Can't wait for some noises. Alright. Let's plug in those noises. Might as well go all the way. It's the food, it's
Yep,
the Fat
so-
Framework plus the pastry system. Both by Ethyriel. You can find it on Ethyriel's Gumroad. Hell yeah, MoXP.
Yep. So be Ethereal Assets, Fat Framework, Sound Add-on, VRC Fury.
Yeah. Okay.
Go and chuck that onto the avatar.
I did. I'm just looking through this and I'm already like, jeez. Am I missing the audio
There's
sources?
just what certain things are named.
Am I missing the audio?
All right, and then nope, that's fine being empty. The next thing you'll need to do is just go to the sound emitters object and just make sure that lines up with the avatar's tummy, but it up one level.
Oh.
Yep.
Wait, this one, right?
Yep. Make sure that lines up. Yep. Cool. Then the next bit is going to be going to go up a level in the assets area. So go to Fat Framework Sound Add-on, Manual, I believe, and then FF Sound Effects.
The controller or the params?
The controller. And go to the sound control wobble layer.
The wobble layer.
Yes, the wobble layer. Yep.
Oh my god.
And what you'll need
Here
to
we go.
Yep. And so what you'll need to do is go to... So if you select the transition from idle to play wobble, it's in the animator, yeah. Yep. Notice how it uses the parameter ff/belly _ angle. So what you'll need to do is in the hierarchy, find the fizzbones under the NeoChomp controls object. And go ahead and just change it to... Oh, I see a typo that I put in this prefab. Oops. that's fine. Not the Fat Framework prefab, the personal one. Go to the fizzbones, and for like the belly physics big. Yep, and change the parameter to be ff/belly. Under the inspector. That one's fine.
Like that?
Yep. Oh, that one needs to stay as angle, but you want the one that's in the inspector needs to change to ff/belly. So under the fizzbone, scroll down, options, parameter.
Oh.
And just assign that as ff/belly. In essence, what this allows us to do is it allows the FX controller to be able to read, or I should say, it allows the FX controller parameter to be able to read what the angle of the fizzbone is, and that's how we know when to make the tummy
Does it
wobble
need to
noise.
be capital?
And yeah, it does need a case match. Yes, it does need a case match. FF is also capital.
I'm learning so much right now. Dude,
Yep.
my brain
and
is becoming
make sure it matches
massive.
there as well.
Well, that's probably not the only thing that's
Alright,
going to
and
become
now-
massive. Alright, FF belly, etc., etc. And then anything else?
Now we just need to go into play mode
I
and
might
see if it
have
works.
actually unplugged.
So, seems fine.
Because I remember I
Makes the
changed the name of
wobble
that
noise sound
parameter and then I
good.
changed it back. Like this one's missing a condition.
It should undo correctly. Oh.
What condition is this supposed to say? It's at the end, before delay.
Oh, ff/belly _ angle.
That's what I thought.
I think that's the only one that uses it. Make sure, I guess, the there's also correct.
I'm just making sure there's no
Yeah, okay.
missing ones because I did have that little error.
Good catch.
Okay, looks good. Now what?
Now we hop into play mode and see if the threshold is set correctly for the angle to play the wobble
okay,
noises.
very important. I'll turn off the music for this. Sound warning for you guys. If any of you are afraid of belly noises, this is your warning. Alright, we're in the scene, in the game. Let's do gesture manager. Oh my god, it's Montego. Here you go. How you doing? Here's my foot. I wonder if I can get closer. Ooh. There you go. I'm actually near the end here. We're just doing this one last thing. Have you heard that we're moving soon? What's up, Double Dogs?
Alright, so you'll want to go to the FAT framework and there should be a new sound add-on tab.
Oh, in play mode?
Yeah, in play mode, yeah.
Oh, that's right. We have to toggle them on. I forgot. That's right.
Yep, in
They're
the
not
expressions
on,
menu,
but-
yes. It defaults to toggling off as a precaution, let's say.
Yeah. Well, I got the cartoony version. I can hear it. Ooh, that's a good sound. I got the cartoony mode. It's a little quiet though, but I know I can fix that by using the camera. So where?
Yep, one thing you can do is move the scene camera where you want the game camera to be.
You mean this thing?
Yep. Well, so there's like move your scene camera, like just where you want the, where you want the game camera to be. Yep, like and move the scene camera nice and close. Because you can align the game camera with the scene camera rather than having to position it manually.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and then under your main camera, just go ahead and right-click on the camera in the hierarchy and align the view towards the bottom.
Oh, fantastic.
But yes, the noises are nominally
That's
very
okay.
quiet. That is intended.
They don't have to be loud. Where's Azo? She might be in class. Azo has math class at 4 o'clock. And she might still be at school, although it is almost 6, so I'm wondering if she's alive out there. There's nobody in the apartment but me right now. I will say it's a little hard to trigger the noises.
So there's a pretty easy way to fix that, actually. So go ahead and select the avatar in the hierarchy.
Okay.
Oh,
Was I supposed to be in play mode?
We can do it out of play mode.
Alright.
So what you'll need to do is, under the assets area, go ahead and select FF Sound FX again. Go back to Sound Control Wobble.
I think I have to zoom in on it. I have to like move all my Unity windows over here.
And on the transition from idle to play sound wobble, you can go ahead and change that number to be smaller, so like make it like not 05 as an example. This makes the wobble sounds more sensitive. in play mode, you can check what the value of this parameter is within the controller to know like roughly what it should be set to, but we can just guess that making it twice as sensitive will do what we want. And that's the only spot you need to change it
At
is the I believe so.
What about the
Oh no,
end?
sorry, you also need to change it. That one you also need to change as well, it's my bad, I forgot.
Cool, that's this.
And that one should be less.
Well, you lower it, right? You lower the number?
Oh no, the condition should be less than 0.05. I think that got reset.
Okay.
Okay, that one's correct. Alright, let's see if that looks expected. And if it triggers too much, then that can be fine-tuned.
Well, keep it high at first, then nerf it later. Yeah, right now, Azo has math class on Monday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Oh, I can't take a picture. Sometimes I forget that I'm on a 2-PC setup because I use Synergy to go between the computers. I only got it triggered once. Is there... Did I maybe set the parameter wrong? Oh no, I triggered again.
Let's see. It has a delay. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
The delay is pretty... Of the wobble noises, I think the default delay is something like 12 seconds. Just you can... Mostly the intent is you can have it... If you want to have it on while doing other things, it's not as distracting. But if you want it to wobble a lot, that's what the shorter delay toggle is for.
Perfect. I think we got it. I think we're done. I think we've sorted it out.
Cool.
That's pretty much... That was like my main
Gaming.
goal today. I got it all cooked. All cooked up. Montego, did you hear Azo and I are moving soon? Well, you probably already know all about it. Yeah, you know, the birds. Yeah, the birds. I'm gonna love it. It has massive hallways and lots of space, so I will be able to fill out that space quite nicely. Ethyriel, I'll send you pictures. Is there anything else we should do? That like makes for almost a perfect 3-hour stream.
I mean, if anything doesn't work tonight, just let me know and we can
Yeah,
debug.
we have our meetup in an
But-
hour. So for those that don't know, on Wednesday nights, I do, if you support me on Patreon, I host a Patreon-only VR chat meetup. It's a little smaller. It's a little more chill than the other VR chat hangout times. Every other week we watch a movie, and then on the other weeks we like explore worlds and play games. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. Ethyriel, thank you so much for your work. I'm gonna link Ethereal's Gumroad in the chat really quick, since they were so helpful.
Of course, happy to help.
And let me find your Gumroad actually. I was just there. Probably my history. Gumroad was like being dumb earlier. This website does not work very good. There you go.
Yeah, it does that.
Now we have to find somebody to raid. Also, here's a link to all my stuff. There you go. Let's see who else is live streaming right now. Ooh, Andre Art is streaming. We could raid them. Actually, we've never raided them before, but they're doing something similar. They're making a Fat Furry in 2D instead of 3D. So maybe that could be a good idea to raid. I think their avatar got turned off. Whatever.
Is that the observatory from Majora's Mask Banger? Has anybody played Majora's Mask? Is that kind of game
4D?
I've never played.
Can't copy his name.
The gameplay looks fascinating.
What? I'll just put it.
A path to explode through combo. Who exploded me? You ate!
Alright, I'm gonna link one more thing. There's our 18 plus only age-gated Discord community. I will see some of you tonight in VR. The rest of you, tomorrow I will either be doing Subnautica or RimWorld. And I think that's it. Ethyriel, you have anything else to say to our people before I send them off?
My lights are too complex.
No, nothing in particular. Get fatter or something, IDK?
Everybody, the raid message is get fatter. That's the raid message. Very important. Very important.
Majora's Mask is so wonderfully weird and creepy. Yeah, it looks like it is. I think one of the reasons it's so different from other games is like because they had like literally no time to make it. So they didn't have time to second guess. They're like, okay, it's either we do this or we don't make a game. And I think that makes for the most wonderful game. It's like raw expression.
Alright, everybody, make sure you say get fatter. I'm sending you off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye bye!